my favorite people in the entire world. How are you? I really do want to know. When I ask you how you guys are, I do want to know. If you don't want to tell me in the comments, feel free to message me on my Instagram or my Facebook or wherever. Let me know if there's something that I can do for you today or this week or any time at all. Let me know. Some of you may not know me, and maybe it might be easier to talk to a stranger. So anytime, just reach out to me. I will talk to you, I promise. All right? So today, you guys chose the time that I crashed into a car, story time. Yes, this did actually happen, okay? And no, it was not my car with another car. It was another car to my body, okay? Yes, another car collided with me. I know, how dare they? The audacity. If I sound really weird and nasally and kind of gross, it's because I'm getting over this nasty upper respiratory system. Let me know if you're sick, because I feel like every single person that I've been talking to lately is sick. Like, everyone. So just be careful, wash your hands, sanitize, stay away from sick people. Vitamin C, vitamins, orange juice, water, tea, ginger, lemon, you know, the whole shebang. Just be careful, all right? So, without further ado, that was really off topic, I'm so sorry. We're gonna talk about the time that I got hit by a car. So, for those of you who don't know, I went to college in sunny California. Amazing, lovely, beautiful, I had a wonderful time. I have a degree in animation. So, one of our requirements to get our degree was that we had to do an internship. And I feel like most degrees are like this, but yeah, let me know if you had to do an internship, because I did. And it was really fun. So I was walking out of my internship, and this was October of 2018, I believe, yes. I was walking out of my internship, and I had called an Uber, and the Uber was meeting me like in the crosswalk that was like near to my internship. And I'll put a map here to let you know what the intersection looks like. It's really weird. It wasn't on the highway, it was just like a local intersection, and it was like an 8-way crossing, and there was an island in the middle that was like a bike, like one way was like a bike lane and the other way was walking. And it was like a really pretty intersection, but it was like very kind of confusing. So anyways, I had to cross one of the crosswalks to get onto the island. It was my right of way. I walked over, and there was this guy in a blue Tundra truck type thingy that was inching towards me. And I was just like, okay. And, you know, minding my own business, walking over. And he kept inching towards me, and I was just like, all right, weirdo, whatever. And then he honked. And I got really confused, because I was like, is he honking at me? Or is he, you know, honking at someone else? So I just kind of looked around, but I kept walking. And I know it seems like this intersection is like a huge walk. It wasn't, it was very short. Just a lot happened within this short amount of time. So then he kept honking at me, and by this time I was on, so, you know, because it was an island, so it was like a little higher, so it was like a flat space that went up, and it was like, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but like it's like either blue or yellow, and it has like the little dots. So I was on that. So I was on the sidewalk, and I turned around and I said some not kind words to this person, but irrelevant. We're not going to talk about that. Anyways, so he zooms around the corner and he hits my knee, and like I completely spin around, and I'm surprised that I didn't fall. But, you know, thank God I didn't fall, because then I feel like it would have been worse. But I'm just stunned, and I'm standing there like, what the heck just happened? And everyone around me was also like, oh. And he just ran off. Zoom, like away, off he went. Zoom, zoom. And I was just like, and at that point, a million things were going through my head. Like, did that just happen? Was it my fault? Was it his fault? What did I do? What's going on? Should I call the cops? Am I supposed to call the cops? Is this a hit and run? What's gonna happen? Hello? I was just extremely confused, and I started shaking, and like I'm basically having a panic attack. And these two really kind other people parked their cars and came up to me, and they were like, are you okay? Sit down, like it's okay, just breathe, call the cops, you know, we'll be your witnesses, we'll leave our name and numbers with you, you know, you're okay. And I was just like, okay. So I called the cops, and this lady was like really nice, but I was having a panic attack basically, and she was like, where are you? What happened? And I was just like, the car just hit me. Oh my god, oh my god. And I was just, you know, flustered beyond flusteration. That's not even a word, but you know what? I was very, very panicky. So she was like, okay, don't worry, the cops are on their way. And I was like, okay. LA cops, they didn't show up until like 25 minutes later. In the meantime, I called my friends and I was just like, I don't know what's going on, can you come get me now? And of course the Uber is calling me like, ma'am, hello, where are you? And I'm just like, oh, I got into an accident. And he was just like, oh, I'm sorry, be safe. And I was just like, uh-huh. So for those of you wondering, I canceled it and Uber gave me my money back, so we're Gucci there. Anyways, my friends, all of them came to pick me up, like squad. And if you guys are watching this, I love you guys, thank you so much. And one of my friend's moms is like a nurse, so she has some nurse training, so she came too, and she was looking at it. And by the way, so this is what it looked like right after. It just looks like a little tiny scratch, right? Just wait. Obviously, before we came home, the cops showed up 25 minutes late. And they were just like, okay, what happened? And I told them, and they were like, did you get a license plate or anything? And I was like, no one got a license plate, because I feel like we were all too shocked at like what just happened. And they were like, okay, well, there are traffic cameras, hopefully they caught something. And I was just like, what do you mean? Like, traffic, that's what their job is, hello? But okay. And so they were like, since we can't do anything right now, we're gonna send this over to the detective department. So I was like, all right, cool. My friend's mom was like, okay, you need to ice it, you need to take some ibuprofen because it's probably gonna hurt tomorrow more. And so they all drove me home, got me food, we were chilling, talking, and I was resting, and I was mostly just upset over the whole situation. Nothing was hurting, I was okay. And I hadn't called my mom and told her anything yet because I knew she was gonna panic. For those of you with brown parents, can you relate? Like, I got so scared. Like, when something like this happens and I'm just like, oh my god, how am I gonna tell my parents? Because then they start panicking twice as more, and then that makes me panic even more, and it's just a whole panic party, okay? Don't like it, don't do it. So the next day I wake up and lo and behold, my bruise looks like this. And I was just like, oh my goodness. And I didn't want to go to urgent care because of course the first day it looked like a scratch, so I was like, you know, let's just wait and see what it looked like. And then it looked like this, and I was just like, okay, maybe I do need to go to urgent care. The detective called me and asked me what happened, and I told him what happened, and he was just like, okay, we're gonna send police cars out there to be on lookout, because if this guy does come back or anything, we can just arrest him. He wanted to see pictures of my bruise, so I sent him pictures of my bruise, and he was like, well, we actually also need to have your face in the picture to like prove that it's you. So I had to send him selfies with me and my bruise, so that was super fun. So here it is. Yes, please roast me, because how does one pose for a selfie to a detective with a bruise? Like, what do I do? Like, you know, like how do you, you know, posing for selfies to send to the cops 101? Like, I don't get it. Teach me. So yeah, so that happened, and that was really weird, and it was really silly. And he basically told me that the traffic cameras don't really do anything. Like, he can't zoom in and look for the license plate or anything. Which at that point I was just like, then why are they even there? So if you're a cop, or if you know how the police system works and how the traffic cameras work in LA or, you know, anywhere, let me know, because I'm genuinely curious. Because when he told me, he was like, no, we can't really zoom in to see license plate or anything. So I'm just like, okay, if you have to give someone a ticket, or like if it's controlling traffic and you have to contact someone, then how do you know which car? You know, you can't just send cop cars out there all the time being like, all right, I think it's a orange hybrid, hello, where are you? Or like old Prius, you know? So I want to know how this stuff works. Anyway, so he was like, you know, we'll send cop cars out there, we'll be on lookout, you be on lookout too, because, you know, I was still going to my internship, so I was on lookout, I was on like bird watch, like hello. I told all my friends that this is what the car looks like, and everyone was just like, who is he? Where is he? But I feel like it was one of those cases where maybe he only went there like once. Okay, so that was also the day that I decided to tell my mother. So I called my mom and I was like, hey mom, so this and this happened. And of course, right on cue, she panicked. And I was just like, calm down. No need to panic. Like, I'm okay. And she was like, I want to see the bruise. And I was like, oh boy. So I sent her this picture and she was like, my lube, no. And I was just like, Ma, it's okay. Seriously, it's okay. So at that point, I was like, okay, maybe I do need to go to urgent care. But I was gonna wait one more day to see if maybe the bruise went down or something. Let me tell you, it did not. So I went to urgent care just to make sure that everything on the inside was okay and it hadn't, like, you know, touched my bone, or like everything in here was okay. The doctor was actually kind of rude. He was just like, what are you doing here now? Why didn't you come the first day? And I was just like, cause it was a scratch the first day and now it's bruised, so I'm here now. Are you gonna treat me now, or am I like, what, hello? And they took an x-ray and everything was fine. They were just like, it's just a very like deep bruise. It'll take some time to go away. So I couldn't really walk properly. I was kind of like hobbling because I couldn't straighten out my leg completely without it being like really painful. But you know, it eventually went down, so it was fine. And the next day the detective called me again and he was just like, okay, like, we're not finding anything. We don't really have enough evidence. And he was like, I watched the video footage and, you know, all I wanted to do when I saw it was scream like, Luna, get out of the way. And like, you know, he meant well, but it really felt like he was kind of blaming me for what happened. And that felt like really icky because I was like, it's not my fault at all that a car hit me and ran away. So he didn't even feel a little bit of remorse for hitting me. And he knew he hit me because it made like a loud thunking noise. Basically, he told me in a very nice way that they couldn't really do anything about it and that the case was, you know, being pushed aside until further notice, which I understood as like, they're not gonna do anything about it. So I basically just had to kind of let go of what happened. For a while, I was kind of scared crossing the street by myself, but I got over that kind of pretty quickly because, again, it wasn't really my fault, so I didn't really have anything to be too scared of because I knew I was being safe and I'm always safe. But I believe karma, the universe will take care of whatever is supposed to happen, and I've just kind of let go. Everything's okay. My knee and my bruise, all good. Although I still have a little tiny bruise. It's really faint now, but it's still there. It's like probably like this big, and it's like that light. It's like a little like darker brown, like slightly. So it's still there, but like everything's okay. Nothing hurts. So I'm okay, but that is the story of how I got hit by a car. And yeah, I still can't believe that actually happened. Like when I say that, people are like, wait, what? And I'm just like, yeah, I know. This is one thing I guess I can check off my list of things I've done in life, got hit by a car. But moral of the story, be careful, take pictures. And like, I know like a lot of people are like, oh, you got into an accident, the first thing you do is take a picture. But like times like this, you know, I look back and I'm just like, dang, like I really did wish that I had gotten my phone out and like took a video or like a picture or like something, because then I would have had a license plate or like some evidence of something. Be careful out there. It's a really crazy world out there with like viruses and men in blue tundras trying to hit people. That is the story. I got hit by a car, but I survived. I am okay, and you will survive too. No, just kidding. Don't get hit by a car. I'm okay. We're all okay. I'm safe. That's what really matters in the end of the day. So it's okay. Now it's just like another story that I can tell people, and I can laugh about it now, but like in the moment I was just like, just be safe out there, be careful out there, be smart out there. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. That is all I have for you guys today. Thumbs up for more story times. Share this video with everyone if you really liked it. Comment below. Let me know if you've been in any crazy accidents like this. I hope you haven't. If you know how the traffic laws and systems and cameras work, please let me know, because I genuinely am curious to know how they work. Subscribe for more videos. I really do try to post every Monday. I know I didn't last Monday, but it's because I was dealing with all of this. But I'm better now, so more videos, more fun things like this. I hope you guys are liking it. That is all for today. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, full of adventures, love, laughter, and good vibes all around. I will see you all next time.